each day, home and away. You know we belong together.
What, honey? What are you doing? How can you even think about pleading guilty?
Doing this for you and for Ollie. It's what's right for our family. Morag tried to convince me that pleading not guilty was the right thing to do, but I know it's not.
Kane, Morag said that we can still fight the other charges that you're up against. So if you plead not guilty today, then, you know, we can get your original case reopened, get an appeal. You need to trust her, okay? She knows what she's doing.
Well, trusting her didn't really work out last time. I know what I'm doing, baby. You've got to stay strong, okay? I need you to hold it together.
Morag, please tell him that he's making the wrong decision.
What did the prosecutor say?
If you plead guilty to the robbery of the Yabby Creek jewellery store and the break-in to the Wapanga Shire Council offices, they will drop the other charges. Kane, they're only doing that to secure a conviction for the more serious charges. I really don't think you understand what you're doing.
Babe, please, Kane, I'm begging you. Please don't do this.
There's still time to change your plea, Kane.
Do you understand the charges against you?
Yes, sir, I do.
And how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honour.
Ms. Bellingham, does the accused wish to make a statement prior to sentencing?
No, Your Honour. I will be putting in a submission on Mr. Phillips' behalf. I would also like to call some character witnesses and also some supporting written statements by various prominent members of the community. Thank you.
Your first witness, please.
The defence calls Kirsty Phillips.
If your car had broken down beside the road or you had a flat tyre, Kane's the guy that you would want to stop to help, because he would, no matter where he was going or, you know, how late he was running. I know that because we've actually had numerous arguments about it. If you were in a rip or if your house was burning down, then Kane's the guy that you would want to come and rescue you, because he would be in their boots and all, and he would do everything that he could to save you. But it's his role as a dad that he excels, because he's amazing. There is nothing that he wouldn't do for Ollie, nothing. Kane's a good man. He's my man. And I think that he deserves a second chance. And I don't know how I would cope if I lost him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Opposing counsel has made much out of the suggestion that the accused was wrongly convicted 3 years ago. I shouldn't have to remind her that our legal system deals in facts. And the fact of the matter is, the original conviction she refers to has never been overturned. Furthermore, the accused absconded at the conclusion of that case and has been on the run ever since. In my experience, it is not the innocent who do the running. I'd also like to thank Miss Bellingham for reminding the court that the Phillips family are well known to the police. Indeed, it must have been quite difficult for young Kane to remain on the straight and narrow in a household full of hardened criminals. Oh, but that's right, he didn't, did he? He pleaded guilty. 2 counts of robbery with violence, and he was also charged with assaulting his wife's sister, Danielle.
Objection!
I never got convicted of that.
Order!
I'll disregard that last remark. It's to be stricken from the record.
as you remain calm.
It's always a tragedy when a young person loses their way. But I think it's fair to say that this case, where a young wife and a toddler are involved, is particularly tragic. I was impressed by the number and quality of the character submissions that were made on your behalf, Mr. Phillips, and I was moved by comments made by your wife. I'm in no doubt that you are a good and loving husband and father. Your counsel also made some telling points, but I find myself forced to keep coming back to some prudent facts. Counsel contends that you were innocent of the initial conviction, yet this judgment was never challenged judicially. Indeed, you absconded before sentence could be handed down. I concur here with the police prosecutor. Rarely is that the action of an innocent man wrongly convicted. In any case, it was the wrong course of action to choose. That brings me to the charges against you. In both cases, violence was involved. I am particularly conscious of the fact that a security guard remains in hospital as a result of the most recent robbery. These were serious, brutal crimes, and I am certain that the community would want them dealt with. Kane Phillips, I hereby order you to serve your original sentence, plus additional time for the robbery at Yabby Creek Jewellery Store. You are to be incarcerated for a period of 9 years, with a non-parole period of 5 years and 10 months.